This is again coming from Supreme Court, a new directive that says that Aadhar cards should now be issued to sex workers. The top court observed that every person has a fundamental right to be treated with dignity, irrespective of their professional activity. The court also said that there should be no breach of the confidentiality of the sex workers and their identity should not be revealed. This is a big decision to empower sex workers in interest of maintaining equality to citizens. Let me go across now to Mr. Yogesh Pawar, who's a senior journalist and also someone who has studied this subject. Mr. Pawar, good evening. I want to begin by asking you that this is the kind of decision that is reflective of a very progressive mindset, talks about equality for all citizens. But is it feasible? Is this something that can be done where, you know, carry on with that inclusivity for sex workers in a society like ours?
Well, you're right about this, that, in spirit, when you go out and say that, yes, we want dignity for all and we want equality for all, that sounds very nice to say. But what will they do in terms of implementation is where everything will get decided. You have to understand that this cannot be simply an exercise from the state in its intervention strategy to enumerate people alone. If they are able to bridge the accessibility gap between people, the sex workers community and the welfare schemes that they have for them, then maybe this scheme, this idea of giving them Aadhar cards will be important. Otherwise, I feel that, it will just be an exercise. It is one of those symbolic things where you go out and say that, oh, we gave them Aadhar cards. But I don't think it will really do anything till you actually set up the system on ground where people have access to all the welfare schemes. There are crores of rupees every year in terms of helping these women out to, work, have more safe working environments. But that somehow is not implemented. So I feel if along with giving them Aadhar card, if they set up that kind of a machinery on ground at the grassroots and have some kind of monitoring and evaluation on that, then maybe it will really work.
Yes, this destitution faced by sex workers is a problem. They should not be deprived of their basic needs of food, shelter, water, medicines, and, the other basics that the government of India feels, in the Supreme Court, I beg your pardon, in this case feels that they should not be deprived of as a citizen of this country. So will this work out? Let's see how this is implemented. That remains a big question. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Pawar. Let's take a short break. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay with The Big Focus.